I guess, welcome to Fucked Up Fables food trying thing. I don't have a title. We don't have a title. We just like food and snacks from various cultures. So we decided to start this segment in honor of the Chinese Mid-Autumn Festival, which happens. I'm not going to get into the complicated. It's like, oh my gosh, the 14th day after the second. I don't know. It's a complicated process. And I will say I'm not super knowledgeable about how the day is determined, but this year it falls on October 1st. So we wanted to record this and get this up by October 1st. It's a celebration of the moon. It's very ancient. And a lot of Asian countries celebrate it. I know in Vietnam it's more of like a children's festival, but in China it's more of a almost like a Chinese Thanksgiving from what it was described to me. And the reason why I like it so much is I actually took 3 years of Chinese language studies, and my teacher every year would bring in a box of mooncakes, which is the traditional Chinese staple food during the Mid-Autumn Festival, and we'll actually get into that more later. But and she started that with me every year. We'd start and just have a little class celebration. I've always loved it. So to this day, I still buy a little thing of mooncakes and recently shared them with my friends. I hope delicious. It's not, huh?
I said they're delicious.
They're delicious, and I really hope it's not cultural appropriation. So no one please get mad at me. I really love and appreciate the culture and just like to experience other cultures through food. Because that's always been my number one rule. The best way to experience culture is through food.
Food and song. That's what I say.
Food and song. Song's a good one.
I don't think it's cultural appropriation. You're appreciating it. You're not turning it into something. You're not whitewashing it. You're just authentically experiencing it.
Right. And my knowledge is, a little old.
Yeah.
It's been several years since I've taken Chinese. Technically Mandarin, if you want to get into specifics, but I don't know, it's something I enjoy, and I don't do a lot for it, but I actually just moved out of a heavily Asian area where I live, so I got to the last year see a lot of families celebrating it and see all their decorations. It was really cool. And my favorite store is Pan Asia, which has all sorts of Asian goodies, and every year they get these mooncakes in. So but in honor of this, not only are we going to show you and try mooncakes, we have other Chinese snacks imported straight from China, I guess.
This is what I'm here for. I am just here to try the food.
Yes.
I have to you because I have weird dietary restrictions, and you
it's really hard.
You did really well. I'm trying.
Let me tell you, so a mooncake traditionally has a duck egg yolk baked into the center to symbolize the moon. And actually, the first mooncakes I ever had, there was a set of 4, and one didn't have any egg in it because it was the new moon. And then you had one with half an egg, and then you had one with a full egg, and then one with the other half of the egg. Finding mooncakes without eggs. I went through probably 30 different boxes, but I found two different kinds. And mooncakes aren't cheap too, and so this fell in the medium range of price, I would say, which is fine, but they have mooncakes that go up to $100.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I wanted it so badly. It came in this beautiful, so mooncakes always come in a beautiful box, right? But this was a beautiful box with shiny gold writing. You opened it up and it had probably not real silk, but silk padding, and each mooncake was in an individual tin, and each had little utensils next to it. It was super fancy.
Wow.
Yeah. I think it's worth $100, but my husband talked me out of it. Also, it had eggs.
Darn.
So why don't we start with the small snacks and save the highlight, the mooncake, for last? And I can give a little more.
She brought me a box. Because, coronavirus.
This is our social distancing snack try. Once coronavirus is over, fingers crossed, God willing, we'll have in-person tries.
Let me dig out what all is in here so that I have them all out.
I have some. I don't think I have everything that I sent you.
Wow. It'll be interesting then. Okay, so I have a handful of like candy things. Those are the smallest ones if we want to start small.
Sure, let's start small.
Am I the one choosing it? I really want to try this. It's a white rabbit matcha creamy candy.
See, now I will let you know, I have tried those before because I sold them at the Japanese festival, but they're not Japanese. They're definitely Chinese.
They're Chinese?
Yeah, but I had so they had milk ones, and then I saw these matcha ones, and they look amazing. But the milk ones literally just taste like candied milk.
It's green. I don't know if you
It
can
better be.
see. Well, I don't know. You know? I'm
Sure.
not supposed to eat this paper around it, am I?
Don't eat the wax paper.
It's like
I'm
adhered.
pretty sure I made that mistake when I first tried it. I think I bit into the whole thing.
It's like adhered to it. What is going on here?
It may have melted a little.
It might have melted. Our weather has been real crazy here in the Midwest.
We're
Uh,
finally in autumn though. It's like straight 70 degrees lately.
yeah, I was not happy when I woke up today. I was like, I'm gonna be sick because it was just 80 degrees and now it's like 60.
I think that's why I'm having like sinus pressure because the world is shifting and I'm not ready for it.
Yeah, my body does not like drastic shifts. I'm like living in the wrong area here in the Midwest for drastic shifts in seasons.
I hear California is like,
Florida is really kind of flatline, you
lots
know?
of humidity though.
It depends on where you live. We lived right on the ocean, so there was no humidity.
Really?
Like literally right on the ocean. Okay, I'm gonna have to like suffer through this wax paper because I
Bite
can't.
through it.
It's hard.
Like a now and later.
Yes. I don't know what's going on with that, but it's so hard. It tastes like matcha.
Just straight matcha.
Mm, probably more like a less sweet green tea latte.
That sounds really good.
More matcha, but it's not. It's sweet.
As I suspect. I find that when it comes to trying Asian candy, it's either not sweet or super sweet. There is no in between.
Yeah,
And I don't know why.
I really
And I
like.
don't really like super sweet things.
They're really good. If it wasn't like,
If it wasn't really hard to bite into.
I'm still chewing on it.
See how this is going to take.
Swear to God.
Nope, still going. Well, I can select the next thing while you're chewing. I know I sent these to you. Little cookies? Or do you want to start with little candies still?
I don't know the 3 cookies.
Yeah. So these are chestnut cookies.
Ooh.
Yeah. And when I opened the bag, so I've never had chestnut in my life. When I opened the bag, it smelled like peanut butter. Which I guess makes sense. It's nutty, but.
I finished. Oh, they do smell like peanut butter.
They even look kind of like.
Little peanut butter shortbread cookies.
They're fancy.
It says Honda. Yeah. I guess
Is
that's
it?
the brand, maybe? Oh, Honga.
I think it's Hongwa.
Yeah. I definitely just glanced at it and did not. Yeah.
Honda cookies. Mmm. Doesn't taste like peanut butter. It's very buttery.
It's like a butter cookie with almost a hint of peanut butter, but it's not peanut buttery.
Oh, these are good.
I really like these. I love butter cookies though.
It was like $3 for I think 60 of these. Oh, not expensive at all.
I'm gonna need some of these in my life. This is fucking delicious.
Pan-Asia, I'm telling you.
Do I have another one? Awesome.
Mm. This is about the sweetness I prefer on things. Like, it's not very sweet at all. It's almost savory.
I have a major sweet tooth.
See, when things get too sweet, like, usually my husband always says that, like, he thinks I have a sugar allergy, which is not true because I eat sugar. And, like, if you give me honey, I'll drink it from the bottle. But for some reason, when things are just sweet, like, I can tell when there's a lot, like, just a hint of sugar in something. And I'm like, oh, it's too sweet.
That's how I am with salt.
Oh, no, I love salt.
I don't use salt in anything. But, like, I can tell. So then, like, things that some people be like, ooh, it's a little bit on the salty side. I'm like, it's inedible. It's like I'm eating a salt brick because I just don't eat salt.
I have eaten a salt brick.
Mm-hmm.
When I was little, I used to sneak into the spice cabinet and, like, steal my mom's garlic salt.
That's nasty.
I can't say I was a normal child. And I'll own up to that.
Oh man, that was really good. Like, I just want to taste those now.
It's a good tea cookie. I'm drinking tea, and it goes really well with the tea.
I'm drinking soda.
Bad for your palate?
Yeah. Oh
What's
well.
that?
Let's do this mango because I love mango.
I have one of those.
Yeah.
It's like a little mango.
Mango. I currently have a thing of dried mango. I love it so much.
Oh my gosh, I love mango. I think the brand is Chungguang. I don't think these were very expensive either. I think it was about $2 for a little bag of them. I can't open it.
It's gummy. I thought it was gonna be like an actual piece of mango.
It smells exactly like real mangoes, though, not mango flavored.
It tastes like mango. It's a weird texture though, because I was expecting like mango, not a gummy.
Oh, definitely a gummy. I think it has like a little sugar on top or something.
Yeah, it has something on top, but it's not like overly sweet at all.
It's not very sweet at all. I like this. All right, so we need chestnut cookies and mango gummies.
It has that weird taste at the back that mango has, where you're like, "Ooh, this is a delicious fruit," and then you're like, "What is this weird? What is this weird taste?"
I call it a fuzzy taste because it's kind of like after you eat peach fuzz, you know, like the skim.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
kind of has that feeling in your throat. I call it a fuzzy taste.
yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It does, yeah. But I mean, it's not a bad thing. Like I fucking love mango.
And I killed her.
All right. What's next?
This.
This?
Yes.
Okay.
So this is a peanut barley stick. There's no rice in it. I bought them thinking they were rice, but it's barley and wheat.
Oh, because it totally looks like puffed rice. That's what I
Yeah.
thought it was. I was like, oh, it smacks.
That's what I thought it was too. And I have no strength. But it's peanut. It's like caramelized.
It smells like smoke. It's messy.
I could eat a million of these. I don't even like barley. It's like,
So I have a super unrefined palate. This literally just tastes like smack cereal.
it's okay. I don't have a taste memory. So unless I like try really hard or someone else says the name of something, I can't usually name things.
Like it's like got like a honey coating thing that like binds it together. It just tastes like smacks.
But I went in expecting it to be like a barley and peanut. So okay, so it is slightly sweet, but again, it's not super sweet. I really like that.
It just tastes like smacks. It's so good. I love
Okay, is that a good thing?
Yeah. Smacks is like top 5 cereal, man.
Really? You know my favorite cereal?
Well,
Reese's Peanut Butter Puffs.
never had it. I'm not the biggest peanut butter person like that.
Am I a peanut butter person?
I don't think
Maybe
I've ever seen you eat peanut butter. You eat pad thai though, so and that's got the peanuts
Well,
sauce.
I like peanut butter, but I've never considered myself like super obsessed with peanut butter or anything.
Right.
Except for when I was on a weight loss eating plan, I ate peanut butter by the spoonful all the time because I was starving to death.
It has a lot of protein.
This does? Or peanut butter in general? I guess
Peanut
this
butter.
has protein.
Peanuts have a lot of protein in them. Most
What's
nuts,
next?
or there's like a vegan protein alternative is nuts. So
That would make sense.
yeah, they eat a
That'd
lot
be
of
one
nuts.
way to get natural protein.
All right, let's do this. Do you have this candy?
I do not. I don't think I do. Could check my candy bowl. I do have like some. I don't. I know what they are though.
What is
So
it?
those are Hawthorne Flakes.
It's a what?
Hawthorne Flakes. So Hawthorne is like I had to Google what it was. I think it's like a little berry. It looks kind of like a crab apple or something. And Hawthorne Flakes are, from what I remember, like the actual mashed up hawthorn berry, and then they're put in these very thin shavings, and it's a traditional Chinese.
Whoa! It's like a wafer. That's crazy.
Coin.
Yeah, it's super tiny. I thought it was gonna be crunchy. It was not. It was not crunchy at all.
It did look like it's like a flat brown Smartie.
It looks like a Necco wafer. Is what it looks like.
I haven't had a Necco wafer.
I don't care for them because they have no taste.
Oh
But it
really?
doesn't taste like one. Like this just tastes like a berry. But
I mean, it's hawthorn berry.
yeah, but it's
Or
not
hawthorn.
crunchy at all. So it
Is
kind
it
of
hawthorn or hawthorn berry? Now I'm confused. Should have Googled again.
like blew my mind. Those are really good, but
You like them now?
I do. It's the texture was when you expect one thing and get another. It's a little weird. It's it reminds me of those fruit leather snacks. Not like
Oh,
I mean like fruit leather, like actual fruit leather.
like
That's
homemade fruit leather.
what it is.
So what's interesting about that is that like hawthorn, it is literally all over the Chinese store I go to. Like you walk into the store and half an aisle is nothing but hawthorn. It comes in like a gel looking thing. Some of it looks like fruit roll ups, and they have a ton of those hawthorn flakes.
That's really good.
I'm gonna have to find some.
I'm here for it. All right. What's next?
Pancakes.
I love these. Well, okay. I get
Isn't that the cutest packaging in the world?
these in my Japanese snack crate all the time. I love them.
Really? Well, these are Chinese.
Yeah, so I don't know if these are gonna be the exact same or not, but
The filling is supposed to be red bean.
that makes sense. See, the ones that I get don't. If they have a filling, it's like almost like a chocolate filling.
But they look like tiny little pancakes. And pancakes are my favorite breakfast food in the world.
Oatmeal.
Oatmeal? That was weird. So it definitely is like eating a dry pancake.
I don't
That
really.
has kind of an odd flavor, but I can't place.
I'm like, it doesn't really taste like red bean paste though. So if this was supposed to be red bean, this does not taste like red bean paste.
It is supposed to be red bean. I do really like the filling. It's a little sweet. It has the texture of red bean. Or of any bean, I should say. I like this a lot.
So you know how I said I have a really sweet tooth?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like this.
You know what's funny? This is probably the sweetest thing we've had so far. And it's still not very, it's probably like one level above everything else, and you don't like it.
I don't. It's a weird sweetness. I don't.
It's because it's like your brain's trying to like tell you that it's candy sweet when it's not candy sweet. It's like, okay, well then it's savory, but it's not savory.
Right. My brain is like, it could be pancake syrup or maple syrup or something, but it's not.
I
I don't.
really like it.
I don't like it. I need a drink. I need a drink.
So I know I don't know like what time of the day you're supposed to eat that, but I would totally eat those for breakfast.
I don't like it.
Well, fine.
Mm. That was nasty.
Straight up nasty.
Yeah. So I want to save. I don't know if you have this. I want to save this for the very end because it's a hard candy.
I don't because I hate coconut. I hate coconut with
Well,
a passion. I
I'll have it.
absolutely despise it. I wish all coconut trees in the world would die and save me from their torture.
You can send me all of these then because I fucking love coconut. I eat just straight coconut. It's delicious. Ice
It's the
cream
texture,
milk.
it's the flavor. So I tried a durian snack. You know
I've
what
never
durian
had
is?
durian. Yeah, I've never had it. I'm terrified to try it.
It smells like dumpster juice. Ooh, I have one of those.
Yeah. My roommate likes durian, and I have heard nothing but horrible things. Let me rephrase that. From white people who have tried it, I have heard nothing but horrible things. Most of the like Asian people that I've heard talk about it like it. So I don't know if it's just like a weird
Yeah, they
well,
say
like
it doesn't
because we're
taste
not
anything like it smells.
yeah, I don't know if it's just because we're not used to it and we're like the smell is just so overpowering that we can't eat it, but so I
Well, I
don't know.
tried two durian snacks. The first one I tried was like one of those like cookie straws that are filled usually with like chocolate or vanilla.
Yeah.
Only it was filled with what's supposed to be durian paste. And I bit into it, and little did I know the number one ingredient was coconut. And I lost my mind because I was like, it's coconut! No, I was like, I hate it so much. The texture, I just know it's coconut. And my husband lost his shit. Absolutely lost his shit. He was like, there's no coconut. These is first ingredient coconut. And he's just like, oh my God. So I was almost trolled. I was essentially trolled. Well, the other one I tried was a durian hard candy. That one, when I opened the bag, it smelled exactly like a dumpster. Like an old dumpster's been sitting in the sun. But then, like, after the initial smell went away, it didn't smell like anything. And then I opened the candy and it smelled like sweetness. And then I took a bite, and everyone that ever told me it doesn't taste like what it smells like lied to me. It tastes exactly like how it smells. I don't know if that's my brain messing up flavors like it likes to do, but yeah, it was horrible. I immediately spit it out. I'm pretty sure my reaction was like, oh no.
I didn't think to grab anything to like spit stuff out with because I'm like, I'm gonna like all of this.
You didn't like the pancake.
I don't like the pancake. So what is
I'm
this?
nervous about this one. This is a plum.
Oh,
I think it's an actual like dehydrated plum.
dope.
Giant.
Smells
You
like
sound like Chinese is very rusty. Do you say it
what
smells
is
like plum?
in here?
Oh no, I'm afraid! So it does look like a raisin. It looks like
It has its pit still in there.
alright, I'm not so afraid. How you know how big a plum is? It's like a small apple. To get it this tiny. No. It kind of tasted like soap. Like it almost tried to taste like a raisin, and then it didn't. It took a soap turn. You like that one though, apparently.
I do.
I like plums. Not a fan of that.
It's like slightly sweet, but it hits that like sour spot that you have that makes you. Oh. Yeah.
Not a fan of that. They should. I mean, maybe there is a warning on this that there's a pit in there because you might bust a tooth.
When I went to bite into it, I was like, "What the fuck is inside of this?" Because
did the pit shrink too?
mm,
I think it is just a dehydrated plum. I don't know. It looked interesting, so I bought them.
that's the pit. It's like super tiny.
Weird.
Now my fingers are all gross.
These are rice crackers.
They're straight up rice crackers.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, I've never actually had a rice cracker. Confession time.
So I really like rice crackers. There's this, I think it's Japanese. I don't remember, but it's like slightly savory, slightly sweet. It hits my level of everything.
Like, I eat like rice cakes, but not just like plain rice cakes. But I know the rice cracker is not quite the same thing. What is on it? What is? It's like got this like coating on it.
It's like it probably like I bet when they're hot they like brush a sweet glaze over it. I freaking love this.
It's like pure salt.
The bottom is salty. When you flip it over, the top is sweet.
No, it's all salty.
The best part about these are? These are super low calorie. Oh no. Trying food with you is fun.
That's a treat. That's a treat for daughter. I don't know. It's like pure salt. Thanks. Hard pass. That's gross. I thought it was gonna be sweet because it had that glaze. It was not. It was not sweet.
The top is very sweet to me.
Don't let me hear she lies.
I'm only a little broken.
That's a throne of lies you sit on. It was just salt all around.
It's delicious.
No. So because that was super salty, this one has the word sugar actually on it.
I forgot to grab one. I do have one of those downstairs.
This is what we gonna do. It says sugar. It's straight up.
What, a muscovado?
Is this like a brown sugar rice cake?
I don't know what it is. I think it's another cracker.
It's a rice cracker. But it smells like straight up like the brown sugar snacks that you can get.
Oh, the molasses snacks?
Yeah. Why is it salty too?
Super salty?
No. It's still salty though.
Is it less salty than this?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely like a brown sugar rice cracker.
Oh, a salty brown sugar cracker.
I don't like this coating they put on it. It's like a super salty coating. And like, I can't flip it to the other side because it's on both sides. So.
Alright, so crackers not for you.
Yeah, apparently not. That's another daughter treat. Alright. So other than my little coconut hard candy that I will enjoy by myself because I love coconut, we have
oh, the rose cake! I can't find mine!
Huh? That's funny.
I don't know where to put it!
So, for those who have never had this, like I had never had this, I totally thought that it was just going to be like a shortbread cookie and it's got these like little brownish specks in it. And I was like, oh, it's gonna be like a pecan candy thing, because I can't read what this says. And then you open it up, and it smells like straight up rose perfume. And I was like, oh god, what is this? And then I tried it. And for a split second, your mind is instantly like, you're eating some perfume. And then you're like, ooh, wait, but it's good.
Rose is my all-time favorite flavor of everything. This is going to sound really, really weird, but I consume a lot of rose foods. And when we were walking through a rose garden recently, I was like, everything smells so delicious.
Well, you can eat roses, so.
I have become a bumblebee.
I mean, you can just eat a straight up rose. People do it.
Yep, that's a rose pastry. It has actual rose petals in it, and they sell them in they have a jasmine, and they have what's another one? Chrysanthemum? I don't know, there were like 3 different floral flavors, and I grabbed rose because it's my favorite. Now I can't find them.
Yeah. It's like almost a bean paste filling, but it's filled with rose.
Nice.
Don't smell it before you eat it is my only advice, because it legit just smells like rose perfume.
Yeah, but like, actually, that's a lot of people's complaints with trying things like rose tea and whatnot, because they're like, it smells like perfume. But
It does.
maybe it's a genetic thing, kind of like how some people taste cilantro and thinks it tastes like soap. Because like when I smell rose, I don't smell perfume, I smell food. Don't know why.
I don't think cilantro tastes like soap, though. I fucking love cilantro.
Me too. But Tom has that gene because he thinks it tastes like soap and he hates it.
Weird.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that I don't have it. Given all of the other weird things that I have.
Enjoy that you don't have the gene. Because cilantro is wonderful.
You can't have good Mexican food without cilantro. And it's in a lot of Asian cuisine, too.
It is. And I put it on everything. I'll put it in mashed potatoes. I'll put it on tacos. I'll, like, sprinkle it. Like, we buy fresh cilantro, and I'll just sprinkle it on things.
I'm not crazy about it, like, to that point. That's me and basil. But
when I find a flavor, I kind of obsess over it. Could be the OCD. I don't know. So,
I was just gonna say it's because you can't remember what anything tastes like.
That too. I can remember my experiences though, and I know that I enjoy cilantro because I've had it, and I remember that. But if it's something that I like, durian, I would probably try again because I don't know what it tastes like. I know it smelled like dumpster juice. What does dumpster juice taste like? And like, I can't recall that flavor like most people can. Most people can recall it and be like, oh yeah, that's horrible. I can be like, oh, it smelled horrible and I know it tasted horrible, but I can't actually physically recall the flavor. I'm broken.
I see that. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It leads to a very adventurous life where you marry a guy who likes to cook and then likes to have you close your eyes and taste things to see what happens. That sounds really dirty when I say it that way, though.
I totally would be okay with doing a taste test that way, where we just close our eyes, because I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna be like, I have no idea what this is, but this is what it tastes like to me, and I know that that's not what it is.
So when I close my eyes and eat something, even if it's something I've had every day for my entire life, I don't really taste it so much anymore. It's more of a texture thing. And for instance, the worst thing that he ever had me eat was butter. And I've eaten butter all the time, right? It's in everything. And all I could think of was how waxy it was. It was so waxy. I had no idea what this was. And I just started thinking about like, oh my God, is it earwax? What is it? Is it lard? And I almost threw up because I had no idea what it was. And it was oily and it just had this terrible, terrible texture. And like, I was like, I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up. This is not, And that was the last time that we've done a blind taste test. But like, he's given me things like there's this horrible food at generic Chinese, buffets, and it's bananas covered in essentially melted strawberry jello.
Yeah.
I love it. He made it once, and he like had me close my eyes and fed it to me, and I had no idea. It was mushy and it was cold and it was sweet and and until like I look at it or someone goes it's strawberry and if you say it's strawberry, my mind goes, oh, strawberry.
We like
But
strawberry.
yeah, I'm like, strawberry's fine, calm down.
That's
But
hilarious.
it's so weird. I have no explanation for it. I don't know why. And it's hard to explain. And I get a lot of people who go like, how do you know it tastes good? You have no taste memory. I'm like, but that's not kind of how it works. I remember my reactions. I know I don't like coconut because I've had it a million times, and every time I've tried coconut, I've almost gagged. So like I know don't eat coconut. So on to mooncakes. So mooncakes are like I said before, the traditional food of the Mid-Autumn Festival. They always come in these gorgeous little boxes, though this one's not my favorite box. I have like prettier boxes that are like inlaid with gold and have like the moon going across them, but I think this is more of a traditional thing. I don't really know, but there's a lady on my box and I don't know why.
She's playing the
I don't
Now that I was gonna tell you what it is, I can't remember.
Oh, okay.
What it's called.
The brand is Chunky, and this came with 3 eggless. I'm sorry, it came with 6 eggless mooncakes.
Boots, they're all eggless. Yeah.
They are all eggless.
I love it so much.
Mooncakes, there's a legend around them. I think it's a legend. I don't really know if it's true, but if you ever like open up mooncakes and take a look at them, there's Chinese writing on them.
Yeah, they're all
nowadays they're stamped with the actual flavor of what's in there, but there's this legend that like when mooncakes were first created, that there was a secret message stamped into the filigree, like they were created with this message, and it was sent to some body, and it like helped overthrow a government or save the government, something like that. I honestly should have done better research because I don't remember anymore. No, but
wasn't that what they did in World War II? They would pass messages through the mooncakes because American and like Eastern European, not Eastern European, Western European countries, we don't eat them. Like we don't really like them because it's.
I mean, I like them.
Because isn't it just traditionally red bean paste with an egg inside of it?
Red bean paste, lotus. You find them with mixed nut now. They have date.
Yeah, it's mostly like things that we don't really eat over here.
There are some savory ones.
Yeah, so they're like, we can pass it in this because they're literally not going to.
I didn't know that. I knew like before. Or like something about like maybe it wasn't stamped on top, maybe it was just like inside like a certain color meant a certain message. I don't really remember.
Something somehow they used them because that's how the Shanghai ones, I believe, I could be totally wrong, came about because those are different from these. They're rough pastry that they fill. It looks like an egg, and then they fill it with the filling, and then they have the egg yolk inside of it. And I thought that those were created as like an easier way to pass along messages. My understanding was that it was inside inside a little pokeball, clear ball with a little piece of paper like a fortune inside of it instead of an egg yolk. That's what I always imagined when I hear about them passing messages. Obviously, you can't do that with one of these.
So these are mini mooncakes. Mooncakes are actually quite like at least twice the size. They're usually about like this big around. They're super thick.
Because the Shanghai ones are like a hefty egg.
Yeah, and it fits like a full egg yolk on the inside, a duck egg yolk. I bought these are mini. But they've been around for hundreds and hundreds of years, and they're like when you think of a traditional Chinese food, this should be one of the things you think of. Nowadays you buy them and they come in these nice little gift boxes because you usually buy them as a gift. Employees will give them to their bosses. You can give them to like family members. And I actually remember reading an article, I think last year, the year before, about how Some people were getting really tired of the mooncake tradition because like some employers would have just stacks of mooncakes at this time of the year from all their employees, and they don't want to eat them because they're actually very high in calorie, which when they were originally designed was meant to be high in calorie because food back then was more scarce and the things that you ate needed to give you more fuel. But yeah, that's all my limited knowledge on mooncakes these days. I really should have refreshed my memory. My teacher did really well explaining this, but it's been like 10 years.
All I know
So
is
don't
that
sue me. And I apologize if I got anything wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But there are 3 flavors here of the ones that I have. So I cut it in half and gave half to. Hold on. It totally went in my teeth. Was there a splash? Could you see the splash? So it came with 6. I sliced in half. There's 2 of each flavor, which I'm going to take these out so I don't drop it again. It went right in my tea, though. Did you see the splash? That was hilarious. There's a date, a lotus, and a red bean.
Oh, okay. So pretty basic flavors here.
Yeah, they're traditional flavors. I'm going to break into the one that fell right into my cup of tea.
Which one is that?
I have no idea.
Well, what
I
does the
can't read the
top one
writing.
look like? They all 3 have different stuff on top. Let me see it.
So this one, again, it's been years. I have no idea what that says, but it's supposed to have the flavor on top. I'm actually gonna cut mine in half to show the inside. It's a little soggy because I dropped it.
It smells.
It looks like lotus to me, but normally the egg yolk would be right in the middle, and that's put there to symbolize the full moon. You don't like the way it smells? It smells woodsy. It smells woodsy. If I had to guess, I think that's lotus. I really like it. It's not sweet, practically at all. The way they make these is really interesting. They have these wooden paddles that look a lot like pizza, you know, like the pizza peels, and they're really thick, and they have like this symbol carved into it, and they press the dough down into that to get the symbol and then fill it with everything and bake it.
So I'm sure by my face it probably looks like I don't really like it.
Not your favorite.
But the more that you eat it, the more I think it's just so shocking because we don't eat lotus here in America. So my brain is like, what the actual fuck are you eating? And I'm like, just suck it up. And then it's good.
It has the texture of like a red bean paste or any sort of bean paste. And that is the moist part of it. The cake itself is a little dry. Granted, mine's soggy. But all the flavor comes from this paste. It's a very mild flavor.
Mm-hmm. It's just very weird.
Different.
I think it's just because we don't like. This isn't normal flavor for us here in America.
It's true. I'd call it different. I like it though. I've had lotus before, and that's what it looks like to me. I can't tell you what lotus tastes like because I don't have it often enough.
It's kind of like eating grass.
Really?
It kind of has like a grassy taste to it. Yeah. Not like in a bad way. Like I do enjoy it. It's that weird grassy, flowery taste like you're eating foliage, and it's weird.
I like this one. This could be really good with like a coffee because it's not very sweet.
Yeah, it's not. Not at all.
I'm gonna cut into this one. Isn't it pretty? I hate how pretty they are because then I have to destroy it.
Was that this one?
Oh, I just cut it. No. Maybe.
The other one?
I don't know now. I can't really see your screen very well. The upper. No, I think you had it right the first time.
We gonna find out. All right.
Well, date and
This
red
one
bean
smells
might look
better.
similar. Ooh, huh?
This one's better. Is this
It's
one
black.
really dark? I think this might be the date.
It is black. It has the same texture as the other one. I don't really taste anything.
I don't like it.
I want to say it's probably the red bean then, because you didn't like the red bean pancake. But I don't taste anything. It's like nothing. Oh,
I think I do this to myself every time. I think this is the one flavor that I never remember that I don't actually like, and I'm always like, oh, I totally love red bean paste.
Now you know what it's like to be me.
And every time I go to eat something that has it in it, I feel like this is what happens. I'm just like, oh, I totally love red bean paste. Take a bite, and I'm like, huh.
I love red bean ice cream.
I don't know where I got this idea that I enjoy it from, so I don't know what thing I've had that had red bean paste in it that I was like, this is so good.
This one kind of smells like Play-Doh.
Smell? Really?
That's what it smells like to me, Play-Doh. Cutting into these, it's so smooth. Alright, so this one is just as black as the other one.
Yeah,
Look at this.
for the people who watch this and know me, I'm like a flexigan is what I call it. So like I'm a flexible vegan. This straight up smells like bacon, which I do not eat really at all. It smells like beef
It
jerky.
tastes like raisins.
Yeah, dates are
Like
very
bacony raisins.
Oh wow! Oh my god, that was so soft. Wow.
It was softer than the others. It has a smokiness to it.
Yeah.
I bet this is date.
Oh.
Alright, so mooncakes weren't your thing, huh?
What did they put in that?
I can tell you.
It's like straight up smoke.
Oh, let's see if it is indeed the date.
Huh. Oh god.
It has a cooked syrup in it. I have no idea. I have literally no idea what's giving it that smokiness. I'm gonna bet that's date.
No, date should taste like caramel.
I would say this tastes like caramel.
No. It tastes like burnt meat, and I enjoy burnt meat, but I don't enjoy that.
Caramel tastes like burnt sugar or molasses to me. What's interesting is I feel like the cake to filling ratio is different in this one. Like it has more filling in cake or pastry. I think my favorite was the lotus.
Mhm.
Even soaked in tea.
So last year when you bought some and brought them over to D&D and we ate them, they were really good.
There was a fig in that one.
I don't know what happened.
They're different flavors.
But I do not like I don't like these.
Maybe it's because there's no egg.
No, not all of them had egg last time.
It's true, but they may have been made with egg. I don't know.
Oh, true. Yeah.
These specifically aren't made with egg.
My body appreciates you. My taste buds do not.
Well, next year, if you want to abuse your body in a non-sexual way, because that sounded really odd, we could get the other ones. You could just take a tiny bite.
Right, because that's what we did. We had cut them up into into ninths.
Yeah, and those were bigger. Those are the full-size mooncakes.
And just like done like a little fork tasting. So that's why I was like, yeah, I'll take a bite. It'll be fine.
Maybe next year I'll invest in the super awesome decorative box, and we can treat it like a makeup guru palette reveal, and be like, here's our mooncakes, and then open it up for the world to see. I'm telling you, they're that intricate.
I'm here for that. I'll go halvesies with you. Okay.
Maybe we can invite some other people to join us.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah. Make it like a little.
I actually have. Just as an example, this is the Moonbox box filled with sewing stuff now, but this is the Moonbox box from last year.
Mm-hmm. That's super pretty.
I bought it for the box, and we had White Lotus with 2 egg yolks, red bean, date and walnut. I think that's the one that everyone really liked. The date and walnut. It had 2 egg yolks in it though, and then wax gourd.
Oh yeah, because that was a really weird one.
Huh?
The gourd one was really weird.
But yeah, like if I were to pick between these two, I would have gone for this one. But this one I see everywhere, so I was really interested to finally try it. I had no idea it was eggless. But that's mooncakes.
I'm not a fan. All right, I'm gonna try this coconut candy. Why? Okay, it's guava coconut.
Mm-hmm.
Why does it look like my skin tone?
Ew. I have tea all over my desk. Not guava coconut?
It doesn't really taste like coconut. It
What's
just
it taste like?
squate up. It tastes like straight up guava juice.
I mean, guava's delicious.
It is. It's really intense though. This is a strong candy.
Yay or nay?
Undecided.
I've had some Chinese hard candies, and most of the time I can't finish them. No, like shade on Chinese candies. It's just that they're so sweet, or the flavor changes as you eat it. That I was like, I'm not a fan.
It's a very intense flavor. Yeah.
Well, that's all my snacks. And that was your last one? Did you bite into it? I don't know what happened.
I don't know what's going on.
Did it like fizz, or did it have a soft center? Does it still taste like guava? Coconut?
That's what I thought at first, and then I was like, no. I don't know what this flavor is. I don't know what happened in my mouth.
I'm telling you, I absolutely love trying the foods and not knowing at all what you're eating.
It wasn't bad. It was I've never had like a flavor changing hard candy.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. um, I don't know. I don't know what just happened. I I really don't know. It was weird. I don't know if maybe it's because like it was more coconut on the inside and coconut and guava mixed together just taste really weird, but
No, thank you.
it was it was intense. I don't know. I feel so bad not knowing like if
We'll
I
just
like
say it
it.
was different.
It was very different. It's not anything like American candy at all whatsoever.
Nothing we tried was really like anything American. And
No.
I like that.
I would say the only thing that I would say two things that puffed rice. I know it wasn't puffed rice, but whatever it was, that puffed rice thingy. Yeah, because like
That's what they are.
we have like puffed rice snacks here in America, and it
We
just kind
do.
of tasted like a basic puffed rice snack. And then that was about it. And then the whatever that weird berry thing you gave, that was like fruit leather, but it just didn't come in fruit leather style.
Oh, the Hawthorne.
I tried it, not you. The little disc
Yeah, I
things.
was like, what do I have? Right.
Those are the only two things that I think we have something comparable here in America too. In no way the same. We just you can buy something similar on the shelf right now. Everything
It's
else,
true.
however.
I personally have only ever purchased like these little barley things. I've only ever purchased like imported Asian ones before. So I'm like, I have no idea where to get them. But I know you can get like Quaker
Walmart.
rice cakes.
Yeah, you just go to Walmart and get puffed rice snacks. Like
There
that's
you
baby food.
go. Did you
Puffed
say
rice.
baby food?
Yeah, puffed rice snacks is like a baby food thing. Or just puffed rice.
No, no, no. I was thinking like not for babies. Like I know Quaker makes like rice cakes
Right,
that
yeah.
are
But
similar to these.
I mean, like they make them not in baby food, but like we feed it to our babies.
We do. We
Like you
do.
can buy it anywhere, and
Um.
it's because it dissolves so easily.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
And it's a pretty basic flavor too. So
I really like them because they're super low in calorie. Um, but yeah, that's all my snacks. What should we do next time?
I don't know, but these shortbread cookies are my all-time favorite thing to do today. And
Chestnut. Um,
yeah, that was the fucking best. I don't know what's going on. What's next month? This month?
uh,
Halloween.
I don't know of anything special happening. I did recently come upon, I told you about that bubble tea cake. Well, I recently found a bunch of other bubble tea snacks. You want to do bubble tea?
Sure. That means
I
I have
have,
to like go out and get bubble tea, and then like I have my own way to like make it because my friend got it for me for my birthday, so I can like make it at home. Bubble
yay!
tea.
I will go get one.
I'm gonna need to go get one too because like I need to try compare. You know,
Yes. There
I
will be a beverage. So I will send you, it's like a make your own bubble tea little cup, but it's not really. But yeah, I'll send that as
Or
well.
you like add water to it and you just mix it
Mhm.
up and let it set. I've had one of those before. It was interesting.
But I found there are these hard candies that have like a bubble tea center. I think it's like a boba center.
Yeah.
There's a cake that has like boba in it, like a boba filling, and there's another cake that has like boba, actual boba in, like dotted in it. And then I found
So,
there's like these two crackers with like boba in between.
so if
There's
we
boba
do this
everything.
for let's say right around Halloween, I will get together enough so and send you the instructions on how to make your own boba drink. So I'll bring that over. And then if we do this right around Halloween, I will make soul cakes and we can share soul cakes.
That'd be fun. I have no idea what that is. It'd be so
So
cool.
they're very similar to the plum heavies that I make. Like it's a very similar type of cookie cake to that. So it's the really
Mm.
dense, almost pie crust, and instead of um, plums in it, you put raisins or currants on top of it, and
Ooh,
that's it. That's all it is. But
that'd
yeah,
be cool.
it's
So,
the traditional food that they serve for All Souls Night to give to the spirits.
are you supposed to eat it?
Yes.
Um, cool. And then all of Halloween, we'll dress up in Halloween stuff. Yeah, I'm okay like doing this once a month.
Me
It'll
too.
give me time to peruse the shelves because their stock is always changing. So
Me
I will just
too.
start saving up bubble tea snacks.
That sounds amazing. Yeah, and then I'll get the stuff to make the soul cakes, and then I'll portion out what all you need and send you the instructions on how to make your own bubble tea. So thank you for joining us today for our little snack time with Enkidu and Titania. It was an interesting ride. Lots of interesting snacks. Doing this is a lot of fun, so go out there, support your local grocers. Just grab a whole bunch of random stuff and try it. Like,
Don't
if
be afraid.
weird dietary restrictions like me, just Google translate the ingredients list, you're fine.
I will tell you that I believe to import it into the United States, they have to put English nutrition facts on the back. But I will say that they don't always list out allergens.
Yeah. So it's worth it. It's a fun ride. Some might not be super great, as we found out today. Some are amazing. So yeah, tune in next month. I think we're gonna do this like a monthly thing
Yay!
and change up what we're doing. So
I think next month will be bubble tea month.
yeah, it'll be fun. So stick around. Thanks for joining us. We love you guys. Bye.